It didn't just define Clint Eastwood. It disturbed a nation. When Dirty Harry hit theaters in 1971, it divided critics, scared politicians, and shook America's justice system to its core. With its gritty violence and hard-boiled cop, it blurred the line between justice and revenge and stirred controversy that still echoes today. But behind the camera, that's where the real madness lived. From near-death stunts and scrapped murder scenes to real sniper rifles and political paranoia, Dirty Harry was more than a movie. It was a dangerous experiment, and it almost got someone killed. Let's uncover 20 shocking truths about Dirty Harry you've never been told. 1. Zodiac ties Scorpio, the film's sadistic villain, was directly inspired by the real-life Zodiac killer, a serial murderer who terrorized California in the late 60s. The movie wasn't subtle. He taunted the police, demanded ransom, even sent cryptic letters, just like the Zodiac. The scariest part? The Zodiac hadn't been caught when Dirty Harry came out, so when audiences watched the film, they weren't just scared. They felt like they were watching a live case unfold. Some even believed the real killer might have helped shape the character. No one could prove it. But the similarities? Haunting. Second Lake Incident. In one intense scene, Eastwood dives into a frigid lake to rescue a kidnapped girl. But this wasn't shot in a soundstage. It was freezing, dark, and real. Eastwood, ever the tough guy, refused a stunt double. He jumped in himself. Big mistake. His body went into near hypothermia, and he started to sink. Crew members rushed to pull him out. It was dangerously close. Afterward, Eastwood insisted they only do one take. The scene looked heroic. But what you didn't see, the star nearly drowned for it. Third, real guns. That rooftop sniper scene? It wasn't all fake. The production used real sniper rifles with blanks in downtown San Francisco. What could go wrong? A lot. Locals weren't warned. People walking nearby thought a real shooting was happening. Some called 911. Others screamed and ran. The police nearly intervened. Warner Brothers later claimed they had permits, but insiders say otherwise. The chaos was real and dangerously close to a PR disaster. Fourth, threat calls. After the first screenings, Warner Brothers started getting threatening calls. Angry citizens accused the studio of promoting state-sponsored violence. One caller reportedly said, "If this film keeps showing, blood will spill." Security was tightened. Guards were posted at theaters. And Eastwood, he began carrying a sidearm, off-screen. Dirty Harry had become a symbol, but not everyone agreed with what he symbolized. Fifth ad-libbed line. "Do you feel lucky, punk?" One of the most quoted lines in film history wasn't even in the script. Eastwood found the original line clunky. He asked the director if he could play around with it. After a few takes, he improvised the chilling delivery that would define his career. The crew was stunned. Even the screenwriters admitted it worked better than anything they'd written. Sometimes legends are born on instinct. Sixth actor. Quit. The original actor cast to play Scorpio quit after just a few days. He couldn't handle the disturbing material. One scene involved beating a prostitute. After filming it, the actor reportedly locked himself in his trailer and refused to come out. He quit the next day. The role went to Andrew Robinson, who embraced the chaos and made Scorpio unforgettable. But the first actor? He never worked in Hollywood again. 7. Gun misfire. The .44. Magnum Eastwood carried? It wasn't a rubber prop. It was real and loaded with blanks. During one scene, the gun unexpectedly misfired. Shrapnel flew out, injuring a crew member standing nearby. Production stopped for hours. After that, Eastwood personally inspected every weapon before shooting resumed. Lesson: even a blank can draw real blood. 8. City backlash. San Francisco wasn't happy. Officials argued the movie painted the city as a cesspool of crime and corruption. Some on the city council even proposed banning the film. The motion failed, but the anger remained. Mayor Alioto allegedly told Eastwood to tone it down. Eastwood just smirked. The city became a character in the film, whether it liked it or not. 9. Cut Scene 1, deleted scene, involved Scorpio invading a school bus, holding children hostage with explosives. Sound familiar? That's because the scene influenced films like Speed and The Dark Knight. But back in 1971, it was considered too graphic. Warner Brothers ordered the footage destroyed. Only a few blurry stills remain, but those who saw it say it was the darkest part of the film. Maybe too dark. 10. FBI watch. After the movie's release, Clint Eastwood was reportedly placed on a quiet FBI watch list. Why? Some believed the movie glorified vigilante justice. Others feared Eastwood was becoming a political icon for dangerous ideologies. Eastwood laughed it off, but his phone was tapped for months. Art imitating life? Or life imitating Dirty Harry? 11th. Killer watched one. Chilling theory. The real Zodiac killer saw Dirty Harry opening weekend. A retired profiler claims the killer referenced parts of the movie in later letters. If true, that means Dirty Harry didn't scare him. It inspired him. No one has confirmed this, but it's enough to send a chill down your spine. 12. Harry's syndrome. In the months after the film's release, police shootings increased. Several officers quoted Dirty Harry lines during real-life incidents. The media dubbed it the Dirty Harry syndrome. Suddenly, justice had a new face, and it wasn't always legal. Critics blamed the film. The studio denied responsibility. But the ripple effect was undeniable. 13. Ending battle. The studio wanted a happy ending. Harry gets promoted. The killer goes to jail. Everyone wins. Director Don Siegel refused. He demanded that Harry throw away his badge, symbolizing a broken system. They fought. He won. And we got one of cinema's most haunting final scenes. 14. Actor attacked. Andrew Robinson, who played Scorpio, was too convincing. Weeks after release, he was attacked outside a theater by angry fans. They shouted, "You sick freak!" and beat him. Robinson suffered cracked ribs and a bruised jaw. He never pressed charges. He just said, "That's the price of playing a monster." 15th. Police training. Eastwood didn't just act the part. He trained for it. Before filming, he joined San Francisco PD on ride-alongs. He watched real arrests, witnessed domestic abuse, even helped calm down a man during a standoff. That's why Harry felt so real, because Eastwood wasn't acting. He'd seen the streets, up close. 16. Sinatra's loss. Before Eastwood, Frank Sinatra was offered the role. He accepted, but days before filming, he injured his hand. He couldn't hold the Magnum. He backed out. Eastwood stepped in. Sinatra's loss became Eastwood's legacy. Imagine the line. "Do you feel lucky, punk?"
Self one question. Well, do you, punk?
Sung in a crooner's voice. Doesn't quite hit the same, does it? 17. Script chaos. The script was a mess. It went through 6 writers and 10 drafts. One version had Harry as a religious fanatic. Another made Scorpio a mob enforcer. Only after years of rewrites did they find the right tone. And even then, the studio nearly shelved it. Persistence made it a masterpiece. 18. Dangerous jump. That iconic bus jump scene? No CGI, no wires. Eastwood did it himself. He leapt onto a moving bus at 40 miles per hour, miss it by inches, and he's roadkill. The crew held their breath. One take, nailed it. Clint walked away, silent, like a real-life Dirty Harry. 19. Pig prop. To create a decomposed body in the morgue scene, makeup artists used a real pig carcass. They burned it, painted it, froze it. The smell? Vile. Extras vomited. One fainted. But the shot worked. Disgust turned into cinematic realism, and they never used fake bodies again. 20. 58 takes one, simple close-up, one legendary line. But Eastwood blinked. or twitched, or just wasn't quite right. So they shot it again, and again. 58 takes later, Don Siegel got what he wanted. Eastwood never blinked, and film history was made, with bloodshot eyes and iron will. Dirty Harry wasn't just a film, it was a flashpoint of politics, violence, and rebellion. It redefined the action genre, it redefined the hero, and in doing so, it left behind a trail of chaos, fear, and legend. The badge, the gun, the stare. But the secrets behind the lens? Those were the real killers.